Hello and welcome to yet another episode of the Euroman Movie Report, the show where I talk about a movie I have recently watched at my local movie theatre. But in this video I'm not going to talk about a movie that I recently watched, but I'm going to talk about a movie I watched 20 years ago. And I am of course talking about Independence Day. I watched Independence Day in theatres 20 years ago and I was simply blown away because it's a great summer blockbuster. It contains somewhat great action sequences and it contains Roland Emmerich's signature one-liner scenes and in some ways credible acting. And the story is basically that we are on Earth in 1996 and the movie begins on the moon where we see the remains of the lunar lander from the 1969 landing. And then the ground starts to shake and this giant shadow comes across the screen, this alien spacecraft, and the scene shifts to Earth, and then we have the SETI search for extraterrestrial intelligence labs in New Mexico, and they, to the sound of RAM, it's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine. They detect this signal, which sounds a bit like and then we contact the military, and then we have the American president played by Bill Pullman, who is a bit down in the polls, but he gets the message that aliens are arriving, and then we of course are introduced to another character, Will Smith, Stephen Hiller, who's this fighter pilot who lives together with his stripper girlfriend, Jasmine, played by Vivica K. Fox, and she has this little kid. I don't remember what his name was. Yeah, he wants to be a space shuttle pilot, but it's hinted that he can't become a space shuttle pilot because he lives with a stripper. The aliens, they arrive on Earth, and people are ecstatic because, it's aliens. But when we have Jeff Goldblum, from Jurassic Park, must go faster, and he's this cable repairman slash scientist, and he detects a signal within the signal from the alien spacecrafts, and he deduces that the aliens are up to no good. So he wants to warn the government, but his ex-wife, she works as an assistant for President Whitmore, but she doesn't want to listen to him, so he drives together with his father to Washington, and all the while the US government is trying to communicate with the aliens, but they somehow, Jeff Goldblum and his dad, I don't remember what the actor's name is, but he speaks like this through the entire movie. And they get into the White House, and then there's this famous scene where we have Bill Pullman in the Oval Office coming to talk with Jeff Goldblum, and Jeff Goldblum, he has his Apple PowerBook or what it was called, and he turns the laptop around and he says, the clock is ticking, and then it says bring, and it's counting down, and the White House is evacuated, and all shit hits the fan because the aliens, they destroy major cities, and then the US government coordinates a counter-strike against the aliens. It's not successful in the first run, but in the second run, after our Jeff Goldblum discovers that he can upload a computer virus into the alien computer system, when there's this second attempt together with governments around the world to take down the aliens, and everything ends on a happy note, like many summer blockbusters of the 1990s did. The special effects in general, most of it is, if I remember correctly, miniatures and practical effects, some CGI, but they are fairly good. And it's the Independence Day movie of 1996 is very reminiscent of the aliens. They look like the aliens from the Alien movies, and the alien spacecrafts, not the fighter aircrafts. They look like the spacecrafts from any generic alien invasion movie. What else? As I say, the acting, we have, as I said, Will Smith as Stephen Hiller, and Bill Pullman as the president, and Jeff Goldblum as the capable repairman slash scientist who discovers the evil intentions of the aliens, and not to forget Randy Quaid as Russell Case, and he's great. There's this scene at the end where we have him fly. He's Randy Quaid, you know, the guy from the National Lampoon movies, who he plays this alcoholic crop duster who used to be a fighter pilot in the Vietnam War in the U.S. Air Force, and there's this scene where he flies his F-18 up the alien laser beam, and he has this one-liner where he says, "Hello boys, I'm back!" And then the alien spacecraft blows up, and the movie does contain a lot of lines like that, and that what makes Independence Day into a great fun movie to watch. Of course, there's also Brent Spiner, who plays this scientist, Dr. Oaken, and he's good as well. And all in all, the acting is good, the story is fun, it didn't contain a lot of CGI, but it was okay. The new movie, however, looks to contain 99% CGI and 1% practical effects, but it looks quite good. I will be looking forward to watching it. Original Independence Day will always have a special place in my movie collection, so if I'm going to rate it, I'll give it 4 out of 5 stars. That's it, Euroman and Euroman's Movie Report. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, if you liked this movie talk / movie review, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to watch my previous reviews / movie talks, please click the link in the description. And I will return on Friday with a review of Independence Day Resurgence. But until then, have a pleasant weekend, and I'll see you in my next video. But remember to kick the tires and light the fires. Bye for now.